Do-do-do-do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do.
Oh, come on, you whore. Leave me and her alone. Should
There
I
we
just die
go.
and let her
There
get
we
hatched? Because
go.
she hasn't even been hooked, dude.
Gonna be getting going on this real soon. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, everybody. I am working on this so I can show you guys. Um, gonna be doing a little bit of stuff in BandLab today, showing you how I put together some of my tracks and my newest song that I've been working on for a little bit. Uh, the track is a track that I worked on previously and developed probably about 2, 3 months ago. It was chosen by a friend of mine, Rosie, to go with the song. She told me basically gave me a topic to write about, and I kind of sort of came up with this. If you guys kind of like what's what, let me know. In the meantime, I am going to be switching over to my live screen here in a second. I don't have to wait for that timer. That just happens to show every time I start my stream. Usually that just gives you guys enough time to get in here, get to, get past any ads because sometimes there's pre-roll ads, all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't subscribed through Twitch, that's fine. Unfortunately, sorry. You deal with ads. That just helps me support me and what I do, whether it's playing games or making music or whatever. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, but never expected, never, uh, always appreciated, absolutely, but never expected. So if you guys feel like you like it, great. If not, keep coming back. There's new content all the time. I don't know how often I schedule because my streams are very random and in between, schedule wise, I drive tour bus for other artists, so my time kind of bounces all over the place. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring you guys into my BandLab screen here. Okay, so you guys can see, obviously I got it in BandLab. One of the things I love about BandLab, oh, look at that, ad starting in 3 minutes. So, good to know. uh, so, I all of the tracks are done individually. The guitar is done separate, the bass is separate, the drum track's separate. Even my effects are separate. All of my different effects that I do. My keyboard, everything's all separate, and then I layer it and put it together, and I master through BandLab. I can do pitching and auto pitching. I do not have it turned on, as you can see here. Everything that you're going to hear as far as instrumentals is not pitched. I do have a little bit of auto tune and auto pitch on the vocals, but eventually I'll be doing all of the vocals without any of that in the future. I'm going to be going through some classes and learning how to control my instrument better so that way I can give you guys higher quality and have more confidence in that part of my ability. So I will kind of show you. I can slide tracks. I can edit them. I can delete them. If I want to hear a track by itself, I can solo it. I can mute each individual track, and when I go to export it, it will do. Um, it'll ask me if I want to master. I could do. There's 8 different kinds of mastering that BandLab offers. But it's just because it's a type of mastering doesn't mean that it's locked in at that. You can do the intensity for the mastering however you want. There's different options that you can pick. Um, auto leveling and gain, all of that stuff you can be controlled right through BandLab. So the nice part is we can go and do uh, say say I want to increase the volume on the backing vocals, but I want them to be right channel only. I can increase that volume, and I can go ahead and slide to the right channel. So I could do all of my own mastering in the end, but the tools they have really kind of make it really nice in that it basically does all of that automated. So it's not really AI, but it's just an automation. So it can't tell whether it's actually going to sound good or not. That's where my ear and your ear comes in. Uh, Looks like you're going to have an ad break in about 10 seconds for those that aren't subscribed. In the meantime, for those of you that are subscribed, I'm going to let you guys know that there are a lot of different projects coming down the scene. I'm going to be doing a co-writing session with some of my viewers. Uh, a few of you know that I have a book series that I've been working on for a couple of years now, and I'm going to be doing a lot more writing on stream, and you'll be able to do, give input. For those of you that are part of my Patreon, you will be able to have your name written into one of my books, uh, either as a character, as a plot base, something like that, or if you just want to be on like a credits page or anything like that. That choice is yours via the Patreon. Uh, I can. I don't know if I have my Patreon up on here. Da, 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 da. So it's going to be patreon.com, Shadows and Stories, right, right there like that. Um, and there's different levels to my Patreon. So like you could do, whatever. I do offer a free tier. These are just the paid tiers. I do offer a free tier, which doesn't really give you too many perks. Mostly just keeps you in like the newsletter and lets you have, you know, some access in my Discord. Uh, so there's a couple things that you guys can do. Eventually, I will be opening up a shop on Patreon to where you can buy my ebooks there. That way, I collect more of the money rather than going through Amazon. If you want to buy through Amazon so you have access to it on your Kindle or whatever, that's fine. I do offer to that you can buy it through me and get it on your Kindle through BookFunnel, and it'll help out that way. So I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can support me. You don't have to do, just any one method. Uh, Again, the support is always appreciated. It is never required. I will always continue to make content for you guys and have you guys participate in a lot of things. Uh, One thing about that I love about BandLab is that it is a cooperative. It allows cooperation among artists. I could invite somebody, and they could put like their own vocal track, or say I know a drummer that's going to be able to do it better. They can come in and they can lay the drum track for me. I don't have to do it all myself. Everything you see here is done by me. I use a drum pad on my computer to do the drums because I do not play the drums. I do play guitar, I do play keyboard, I do play piano. Um, so I do have a lot of skills of my own. However, there are times where I do need to bring other artists in, and BandLab makes it incredibly easy to do so. The other thing is like, so if I bring a vocalist in, say I bring a female vocalist in, and or even a different male vocalist. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with vocal tools that sometimes you just need a sound that you can't do on your own. Uh, and in that case, you bring somebody in. The nice part is I could put all my lyrics and notes in here so that they can actually see what I'm working on. So they'll be able to see the entire song how I designed it and how I wrote it. And it makes it nice because I can bring a vocalist in, they can pop the lyrics up, they can play the track, hit the record button, and bam, they can read through the lyrics and sing right on top of it. And then, so I'm actually, what I'm going to do is I am going to, now that the ad break is done, I am going to play the song, uh, kind of get your guys' feedback, and we will go from there.
When the world went dark, lit a fire when I lost my spark. No shared bloodline, no family tree, but they're more family than family can be. It's the family we made, not the one we're born into. The hearts that we choose when the world falls through. Blood may run deep, but love runs deeper still. In the family we made, in the bonds we built. family stays to fight. In my darkest, coldest day, they become my burning light. Blood runs wind through hollow veins, but family burns like molten fire. When the abyss unleashes chains, my chosen ones will never die. They are my strength, they are my soul, built from love and battle stone. Blood family lost control, but chosen family heals my wounds. The weak blood fades, the strong blood stays. My chosen family, all my
I just realized my mic was muted. So, that was the original track, as you guys saw. Um, but I felt this one definitely made it better. I felt the lyrics with this one a lot more. So, if you guys want to see what the mastering looks like, so the mastering, this is all just automated. It's not really AI, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are so against AI. Um, these are just presets that match um, like audio channels and stuff like that together, so that way it's not adapting the song. It's like not writing anything to the song or anything like that. All it's controlling is how it outputs. Um, a lot of people will tell you mastering's fine, uh, but like there are so many different ways you can use mastering. Uh, like so, this is the difference right here. If I do fire and I play this song again, right? So this is the original, right? As you can see, the mastering, all that does is change how it outputs. So you know, it makes specific channels higher priority when it's outputting the music. So it's not really like it's a big AI thing. Just so you guys can see, again, if I highlight auto pitch, my auto tune is off. Um, I do a studio auto tune input filter using NVIDIA tools. And I can actually show you guys this. think it'll be over here. Yeah. So NVIDIA Broadcast. Just gotta wait for it to restart so I can show it to you. This allows me to make my headset mic sound exactly like a studio mic, as if I had a condenser microphone in front of me that's able to do bi-channel, tri-channel input. It makes all of that, and that is the only AI piece of anything I use, and it's not even really AI. It's just a input filter that just kind of matches the pitch of, smooths it out so that way I don't sound quite so rough around the edges. So let's see. Okay, now I can show it to you. Here we go. So when I'm doing it, my microphone, there's no noise removal, so you guys hear everything. And then studio voice. When I'm recording, this is what I turn on. This uses a lot of my GPU power. I do have a really good GPU, but I will tell you this uses about, I'd say, 50 to 70% of my GPU at any time. Um, so I mean, there's a major difference there. So what I can actually do is, so I'm going to show you this real quick. If I turn this microphone on, right, and I turn on my studio voice, and then I come back over here to OBS, and I change the mic input, right? Properties, we're going to go over here. We're going to go to NVIDIA Broadcast. This is the difference in studio voice. It's a lot louder, a lot cleaner. It doesn't have some of the glitchy pop click that you would hear on a typical microphone. It kind of eliminates a lot of that, but you can still hear everything that's going on in the background. So if I tap on my desk, you can kind of hear it. Now, if I do noise removal or room echo removal, you don't hear any of that, period. So the studio voice is an amazing tool when you're trying to do music. It allows you to get a very clean, very crisp vocal that you would normally not get with the headset. So this is what happens when I turn it off. It's a little bit quieter, and you're good to go. But anyways, this is just a little bit today. I just wanted to kind of pop on and show some of the stuff that's going on in my world. Uh, Obviously, still working on the music. I can actually pop up. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you guys my current progress on my book real quick, so you guys can kind of check out how I work on my books. So I use a tool called Scrivener, and it allows me to basically create uh, all of my books in one single format. So like right here, I've got the very first book. It's actually the prequel. Um, I could number chapters. I could just title chapters. So like right here, all the chapters are numbered, but I have them divided down into sections. Um, so like I wanted this whole thing, the first four chapters is all about the beginning uh, of my series, so to speak. This is all the prequel. So when you see it, you look at it and you're able to see, like, I have my chapters all written out. Best part is say I don't like a piece, right, and I want to move it somewhere else. I could literally take this and drag and drop, and bam. Now this whole thing, I can move wherever I want. So if I do that, I could sit there and, bring it back over to chapter 2. Do-do-do-do. See how it won't let me undo it? But if I go back here, and it was right here, so now I can take this, and it links that whole chapter right into there, or that whole paragraph. Now, if I wanted to take the paragraph out of there, I could delete that, copy the paragraph, drag the paragraph, and bam, now it's in there. And then I just go ahead and delete this. But it makes it so much easier to when I'm doing edits um, and going through my books. I could do so much with it. I could do side by side. Like, so if I'm on this one, right, and I pick chapter one, I'm on this one and I'm on chapter two, I could compare them. I could compare any of my books against each other to make sure that the timelines are good, the characters, I'm not killing off a character and bringing them back at some point. Um, I could do all of this right in one screen. And like here, this shows all of my notes for each chapter and each section. So it makes it really, it's like having a huge binder to be able to do all of my books. So like right here, I can go bam, and now that's the whole thing. So I don't have to be split screen anymore. Um, if I have notes on my chapters, I can put them here. I so much stuff going on, and as you can tell, I'm already, I'm in the editing phase of my most of my books. Like the first couple of books are already edited out, but then I'm currently working on editing book 8 and redoing all that because I used to use Word and stuff like that, and I couldn't get organized. I couldn't do the things I needed to do with my books. As you can see, I've got two series that are going on the same world, the same storyline, so to speak. So the Harbinger series is all about the Harbingers part of it. And the Quinzel arc is a whole separate side series on one of my characters that, as you guys will find out, there's other things going on. So there's a whole lot, there's 7 books to tell what's going on with this character. And I could do that very easily and keep track of all of my characters, keep track of all my front matter. So like when I do front matter, this is all the stuff that goes on the front of each of the things. So like, okay, so my first book, The Shadow Harbinger, right? This is all the stuff. So on my paperback, I have the title page, the copyright, the author's note, the dedication, and then for my ebook, I even have my cover in there. So it makes it really nice because when I pick my cover for my ebook, it's already there. I don't have to worry about trying to find it, trying to upload this file, trying to figure out this. It's all here. Um, and this tool, if I go back and I format all this, right, and I do all my formatting so that I'm happy with the way it looks. Like here, it's formatted, right? There's places that it isn't formatted, but I can format everything to any font that I want, any spacing that I want, all of that. I can format it. And when I go to do it, I can compile it, and I can compile it for paperback. I can do it for hardcover. Hardcover. I can export it so that another designer can um, format it and make it look really well for me. Or I can even export it to a script or a screenplay. So, like, while I'm writing these books, I'm also writing the scripts and screenplays. So that way, when I go to export, all I have to do is pick what I want to export, and it's going to export everything for the specific format that I need. So I don't have to worry about all the extra stuff that is required in order to get published on like Amazon or any of those other platforms. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit of this part of my world that you guys typically don't get to see. You're going to be able to see this a lot more on stream um, as I start going and getting ready to start releasing books. I do have the first part of the Harbinger series set up, but what I'm going to do is as I start bringing, like, once I get past the first 8 characters of the basically all of the Harbingers, books 9 through 13 are going to start including my Patreon members. If you're subscribing that way to be able to be put into the books, or if you're subscribing through my Discord, because my Discord allows you to subscribe directly through that. And if you are subscribing through those things, they, al- you know, allow you the different tiers, different perks. And one of the best perks that I think that I have out there right now is the fact that you can get into my music, you can get into my books, um, you can help me write a song. You can do all these things that normally I do on my own. I'm going to start involving everybody that wants to be a part of it because no, nothing is done. It takes a village to raise a child. The best product that I can possibly put out there for you guys also comes from you guys. And it's kind of like one of the things that I actually um, used to preach back in the day is that the best teacher is always a student because they're always willing to learn and they're always willing to improve to make things better for the ones that they're teaching. So, anyways, hey, Rage, there you go. How you doing? Rage, did you get to listen to my new song? I know I put it up as a music stream and I was showing some of my book stuff, but did you get to actually listen to my song? Nice. Okay, okay. Which version did you like better, the original or the one that I have right now? Do it again? Okay, okay, okay. So this is s- s- uh, I guess I'll start with the original. That way you can kind of compare them. Right, right. So Blood Runs Weak. This one was my friend Rosie, or Wiccan, that's in chat right now. Uh, I kind of was in voice chat with her, and I'm like, hey, listen, pick one of my tracks. I showed a bunch of different tracks. I think it was what, two or three different versions I sent, and she told me which one she liked the best. Then I said, give me a topic to write about. So she picked family. So I kind of rushed through this one because I knew the message I wanted to say, and I didn't have the chance to, like, I didn't adapt the track at all. I sang over the track, so you can kind of tell there's parts of it that are kind of rushed in there, that don't really feel like they fit. But I'll let you decide which one you like. Again, this is the original track.
chosen family stays to fight. In my darkest, coldest day, they become my burning light. Blood runs wind through hollow veins, but family burns like molten fire. When the abyss unleashes chains, my chosen ones will never die. They are my strength, they are my soul, built from love and battle stone. Blood family lost control, but chosen family heals my wounds. The weak blood fades, the strong blood stays. My chosen family, all my
Okay, so that was the original track. Remind you, the original track was like 6.5 minutes long when I did the vocals over it. I literally just took the track, hit it, said okay. I know you're in Hawaii, but why can't you? BandLab lets you do this anywhere in the world. Literally, I could hit this invite button and send it to you. Bam, there you go. You could do drums anywhere. Why not do it live? You're a U.S. citizen. If we're doing this live, wife, kids, throw them on the bus. Let's go. I got wife and kids too. I mean, granted, my kids are older. Okay, so that was the original, right? Ah, we'll see about that. If you start laying freaking tracks on my stuff, we're gonna be talking here. So anyway, let's go back to the new track. So that was the original track. The original track was 6.5 minutes long. So I did the vocals based on that. This one, you'll tell that it's essentially the same track, but I did a lot of editing. I literally just redid the entire track, based or with the originality of the first track. Has the same feel, same design, but it's shorter and it has a slightly different feel to it. So, oh, gotta dismiss those ads. So this is, remind you, this one is not mastered yet. I haven't turned on mastering. So this is what this one sounds like, and the lyrics to match. I'll pop up the lyrics so you can actually read those. The other one, I didn't have the lyrics because I literally... Look at that. Thank you very much for pointing that out. I keep forgetting that sometimes. um, but like I was saying though, is that I figured I'd leave it up to you guys to figure out which version you like. They are songs in and of their own accord. They both do have a unique sound to them, but they are very similar. Uh, I feel this one came out better because I took my time. I took about an extra week to fine tune the lyrics and redo the entire sound to it. Even though it has the same heart and feel of the other song, it's definitely you could tell where I made the changes. It's this one I felt it more. I had more emotion in it. I also wasn't trying to make words fit where they didn't belong. Whereas the first song, you can tell that I kind of rushed through it and kind of forced it out. Yeah, absolutely. Um, so that's what I was trying to just kind of go through is kind of like, you know, every song you hear, yeah, yeah, rushing tends to kind of, it doesn't come out the same way. But every song you hear that's on the radio, there's probably been about 30 versions before that to where the artist just did not like the song. They had to adapt to it, they had to change it, they had to feel it more because that's how we relay those emotions in music is I write so on the second one I wrote those lyrics from the heart coming from a place that I know personally. Um the first one it was stuff that I'd been through and do know it, but it kind of it wasn't heartfelt. It that was more putting my mind into it instead of my heart. And that's why I really wanted to compare the two and say, hey, listen, this one's my heart. This one was kind of quick, mindful kind of type of thing going on. And it makes a huge difference. But I very well may release both of them. I don't know if I'm going to release both. I will definitely be giving a copy of both of them to Wiccan because she's the one that kind of started me on the whole thing, and uh, she does like both versions, so obviously she'll get to keep both versions if that's what she wants, which I kind of already know that that's what she wants. Uh, but um, I think I'm going to put the. Oh, there's an ad break. Sorry. I forgot to put my streamer bot on so it doesn't alert you guys before that ad break actually happens. Sorry. But yeah, so I mean there's a lot that goes on um behind the scenes that people don't see. There's, each one of these tracks can be adjusted. Each one can do like I could run it without the backing vocals. Like there's so much that can be done with music and there's so many tools that can you can do it with. It doesn't have to be like I use BandLab, but there's so many tools out there. Uh, I use BandLab and I actually pay the subscription for it because it handles distribution, it handles everything like that. Um, I guess and I love the cooperation. I love being able to say, "Hey, put something on this for me. Give it your touch." It makes a huge difference. Um, and just as for a little sneak peek, doo-doo-doo. I'm just waiting for that ad to end. There we go. Can you hear me, Rage? Is that ad done for you? Okay, beautiful. So I love this because I can go into so many more of my projects. These are all of my projects that I've got going. Um, I play around with my style. I started out with this style. My first album is on all major streaming platforms, Explosive Heartbeats. Uh, it is on all major streaming platforms. But then I have songs that I don't have released that I'm currently working on. I have different styles. One of the styles that I've been feeling a lot lately is this kind of rock metal feel. And then I also have been really, really into like a goth metal feel. So I have this song. I've been working on this one for about 3.5 weeks now, but I kind of want your opinion on it. And I think you'll get a real kick out of the drums in this one.
Humanity, this sick disease, living in a war zone, living on our knees. This generation, killing for greed, the degradation, the extinction of our breed. My enemy, it's inside of me. What have we become? The future is dead and gone. Humanity, this sick disease. What have we become? The future is dead and gone.
So obviously this one still has the rock feel to it, the kind of rockish metalish feel that the previous two songs had. But this one took me a long time, longer than it should have. So I did the track for this one uh, about 2 years ago, and I had this idea for a song, and I remembered this track and decided to do it. Now this song, uh, one of the reasons why it took me so long to actually get it done, took me about 4 weeks of writing and about another 2 weeks of attempting to record vocals. Because every time I started singing it, I got emotional. And that's one of the things that I'm still learning how to control with my vocal coach is my emotions and my adrenaline. So that way, if I do ever go live, I'll have the tools that I need to be able to go live and not have it affect my vocals in the same way. So here's this one.
She looks for love in empty space, a ghost behind a pretty face. She says no one would notice me gone, like she's just a verse in someone else's song. But I see stars inside her eyes, a storm she tries so hard to hide. She's fire wrapped in fragile skin, the war she fights she'll never win. She's a silence that calms me, the wound that still makes me bleed when the world starts to hold me. She's the one who makes me believe. She asks me why I love her, like it's something I could choose. But asking why surprised she'll never help herself. But I would burn the world to ash to be the first, not just the last. She's the reason in my rhyme, the heartbeat breaking time. She's the silence that calms me, the wound that still makes me bleed when the world starts to harm me. She's the one who makes me believe. She asks me why I love her, like I need a reason to. But love like this just is, like breath we never broke. If she could see what I see clear, she'd know the cost of every tear. She's the sky before it breaks, the dawn behind the ache. She thinks she's just a burdened soul, but she's the half that makes me whole. If I could gift her my own eyes, she'd never ask me why. She's the silence that calms me, the ache I'll always crave when the world starts to drown me. She's the one who makes me brave. She sees herself as nothing, but she's everything to me. My reason, breath, and battle, the one I'll always need. When a mirror tells a lie, I'll be the truth she can't deny, until she sees what I believe, the beautiful tragedy that's saving me.
Well, there you go. What do you think of the gothic metal style that I've been really feeling lately? Right? Makes you feel something, doesn't it? Oh, I didn't even notice that I could have multiple studio copies open. Sweet. That's something you learn different every day. But yeah, so this is kind of what I've been working on. Give everybody kind of a preview. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, Rage, you know how to get a hold of me. Um, Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll have you lay some drums down on some of my tracks. See what we can come up with. Don't worry if they're not perfect. I can master them. You just kind of all you gotta do is hit that record button and go. Holy crap! It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Never did find out why you changed your name. Okay, I am looking for somebody to raid out to. We're gonna raid out to Jason Neubauer. Um, he's a pretty cool dude. Plays a lot of guitar jams and stuff like that. If you guys are into rock, blues, shredding and stuff like that, if you want to learn how to play guitar and you're just kind of want to chill with somebody pretty cool, Jason's pretty cool. Um, in the meantime, we're gonna go right over there. And you guys have fun. Enjoy. I'll be back with another stream, show you some more music. Maybe I'll actually do one where you guys actually get to see me record it all, and or participate. I usually don't do that because it'll pick up my sound alerts and stuff like that, and I don't want that on my track. So hopefully it'll be good. Once I separate my streaming PC and my actual gaming and music PC, that won't become an issue. So, but in the meantime, enjoy, have fun, love you all. Stay rad, and make sure you guys take care of yourselves. First and foremost, you got to take care of yourselves. Um, mental health, mental health is a big thing with me. So make sure you guys take care of yourselves. If you guys ever need to talk or whatever, my Discord's always open. Come come stop by, come chat, uh, get a hold of me somehow. I do accept private messages on Twitch, but my Discord's really the fastest, easiest way to get a hold of me. So come talk if you need to. In the meantime, have fun.